How to be a raw vegan. This is my car, and this is my little trailer full of mangoes, 35 cents each from the local farmer. Jackfruit, forage that. You know, that many mangoes will last me, they're about 100 calories each. You know, I'm doing about 3,500 to 4,000 calories a day because I'm an athlete and I'm doing the miles because I have to. I don't have a car, so I must use my body. If I want to eat, I've got to move. So that's, yeah, 35 cents each. You know, people go, but that's cool, Harley, because you live in the tropics. You know, you live, you know, where all the fruit is, and it's like, well, if I go to the local supermarket here, mangoes cost $4.50 to $5 each, and they're not even wild or organic. So I don't panic, man. I go straight farmer direct or to the local markets and get in touch, you know, with who's selling the produce. Get in touch with who's growing your food, man. Because raw food's about getting it from the tree, getting it from the vine, feeling divine. It's not ordering food online. You know, like, food's got to come from Mother Nature's laws, not from some factory jaws making some superfood from some super dude, you know, telling you're going to be some, you know, just, I'm not going to go into that because I don't want to be dissing people in the raw food crew too much, you know. All I'm saying, man, is fruits and shoots, i.e. celery, lettuce, purslane, tender greens like that, are going to digest a lot better than kale and broccoli. So the easier your food digests, the more energy and stamina you will have, because the number one colon transit food is fresh fruit. Number two is tender greens. So if you're eating things like nuts and powders and gourmet stuff and oil, man, that's not food, that's refined fat. There is no oil in nature. So if you're eating oil, don't expect to get raw vegan vitality results, man, because that ain't what the diet's about. It ain't about refined sugar like agave. It ain't about stealing food from the bees and eating their bee spit mixed with pollen, aka honey. It's about eating sufficient calories from fruit, so you're not having to reach for these refined sugars like agave, yacon, maple, honey, all that stuff. You know, it's a very simple diet. Anyone can do it. If you're a street kid in Bangladesh, if you're, you know, a broker in New York, if you're an actress in LA, if you're an Olympic cyclist in Adelaide, you can do it, man, because it's nature's design. It's not some eat right for your blood type hype book written by some fraud trying to make some cash on vulnerable people who aren't prepared to take responsibility for their actions, and they're relying on some book to justify their poor eating habits. You know, your lifestyle's got to change, your identity's got to change. You've got to identify yourself as a healthy person who has an active lifestyle, and then you'll make lasting changes, or you'll forever be chasing your tail behind some pill gimmick, cleanse, fad crap, and just chasing your tail, sacrificing your wealth and burning your health, and getting to the end of the line going, oh my god, you know, Mother Nature had it right all along. You know, if you want natural results, you got to do what Mother Nature says, man. You know, Mother's always right. You go against Mum, man, you're not going to get what, you know, you should be getting. So don't be saying, I tried that raw vegan thing, it didn't work for me, because A, you didn't eat enough fruit, man. You ate, like, you starved yourself. You're on a starvation phase 1 diet, you know, phase 1 starvation craziness. You're doing things like cacao and that, man. That's like a toxic drug, man. That ain't health forming. That's transitional food, man. Eat it for a month and then get over it. You know, get over your raw pizza. Get over all this gourmet stuff, man. You don't need it. You know, you can't find a flax cracker in nature. You can't find fat year-round in nature. So, you know, keep it simple. Don't be saying you tried raw vegan until you've done 811 and you've done it right. You do it for at least a year, man. Get your 12 hours sleep. Simplify your lifestyle. Get the water. Get the emotional poise. Learn how to control your state, and you will thrive. Like all us zealot 811 fuckers out there ranting and raving on all those forums and all those lecture series, man. We're out there. We're passionate. We want to help you. You know, we're not doing it for the money, man. We're doing it for the love. We're doing it because we know Mother Nature never broke the heart that loved it. Alright, peace.